30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody new, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Hey. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull off. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Check 55, Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, oh. Check 37.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Push him back. Push him back.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself.
It's a foot race. The 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. So they gave up the field goal, but boom, they get it right back. Don't even worry about getting their offense on the field. They return it on the kickoff.
So I see your 3 points.
And raise you.
And raise you 6. Double it up, coming right back at them. And if that's going to be the trade all game long, someone's going to be very happy with the end result.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ready. 44. Mike, 44. Watch the flag.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run now with Peyton. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on first down. It's Rodriguez. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. Tucker's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready? 56. Must lose. Rip left.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Get ready.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Now Jackson on 1st down. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now, keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
What we got?
On 3rd down, Boykin. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Mike 56. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike 56. Mike 56.
From the 31, Jackson. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check, 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 check. 56.
Here's Jackson. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
Jacksonville, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Switch.
To throw is Jackson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
That's quite a spot there for us.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Jackson going to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
First down, Baltimore.
Jackson now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson connecting here with DJ Shark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready? The mic, boy. 51. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Jackson on first down. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's second and inches at the 38-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Hey, we got four. We got four down.
Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's third down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. On third down, Boykin. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on third and inches.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check.
Jackson from the shotgun. Going up top. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half, Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rodriguez. 7 yards there and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On 2nd down now, it's Rodriguez. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 1st down, Dillon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. It's a gain of 34.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, it created a big run. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. And it's caught. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson now. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
51's the mic. Watch the pass. 51.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. He's going deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jalen Ferguson able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. This one caught over the middle. It's Oliver, the tight end. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Know your job. Pass him.
They'll run on 1st down. Boykin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
boys. 56. Check 56.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Not that time for Watkins. And now it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to take off with it, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, Jackson, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now they have taken a 4th-quarter lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
2nd and 6. At the 30-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. He's going to let it fly. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
2nd and 6. At the 31-yard line.
Check 3.
On second down, Boykin. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. He may try and run for this. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go. Go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
He's back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Rodriguez. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This to potentially send us to overtime. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And this one is right down the middle. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Check 24, check 24, hold on. 56, Mike, 56, right there, right there.
Here's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Kill. Watch the pass.
Now Jackson throwing again. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
It nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
First down, Baltimore.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Shit. Watch twist. Rush in. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Deuce. Check it back.
Running right, here's Dillon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Under 10. Check 15.
On first down, Rodriguez. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Second and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Set, 55.
Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? To the right side and complete to Hurst. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On third down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, but it's going to be second down.
At the 26-yard line.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for Baltimore, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.